convicted of murder in 2022 and has spent his life behind area and ended his life with a shotgun to the face. So, yeah. So he was convicted of murder in 2022 and has spent his life behind bars since then. But according to a whole bunch of articles, since he was behind bars, he spent his time trying to smuggle in various phones so he could post on social media.
So contraband,
using
huh?
drones to put his phones into him so he could make social media content. But what
Are
do you
you
do once he
serious?
finally got a phone inside of jail? Well, he started taking photos of videos of him vaping, posted up in a cell.
You gotta be kidding me, right? Are you serious?
So he could make social media content. But what did he do once he finally got a phone inside of jail? Well, he started taking photos of videos.
Where is he? Like is he in a hotel? That can't be his. No, that must be his room. No, wait, no, it looks like a hotel that he's in. So Lynn, I'm actually watching. I haven't seen his videos for so long, and I'm sorry, everyone, it's so dark in here. And hey, Scott, welcome back. And then Eric, little one on his, I didn't miss your comment. And then whenever Dumbo, stops by because the MacBook was the live stream couldn't load because the connection was unstable. Dumbo, if you ever seen this, oh, there you are. You could copy and paste of what you mentioned about Trevor, and darn it, I miss Lucas as well. I didn't forget about him. He just posted this 5 minutes ago, by the way. And I thought, Lisa, you could love to hear about this. This is supposed to be a British man that went to an Albanian prison because he live streamed inside of a prison in your country. And he made 20 grand from it.
Vaping, posted up in a cell, flex.
Wait, I thought that was Norwegian, but that's Albanian.
Designer clothing, and complaining about UK
Yep,
food.
Lisa, British. Wait, what happened? He's supposed to get life in prison because he murdered someone.
Posted up in a cell, flexing some designer clothing, and complaining about UK food.
He complained about UK food. Ha! Albanian murderer begged to be deported because of appalling prison food. How the heck does that work? You murdered a person. Okay? It doesn't matter if you could eat. You took someone's life. So you deserve to basically not have good food then. That is quite obvious. And I'll talk about the jail story. Also, I know it's that weirdo. They're meaningless. They're just make themselves they're lucky they're not in prison for what they did. So I want to say I know who you are that's typing that. But oh wait. I think I still have the tab open about the mugshot, right? That I had. The joyful mugshot that I took, or the Deon shot. I don't know. I'll try to make up a funny term. So hey, I think the weirdo or freak for helping me. Also, why does my MacBook keep freezing so much?
This guy was getting extra prison time to smuggle in a phone so he could complain about how bad UK food is. So that might speak volumes of the UK food. But if you watched my last video, you might know. Because we don't want to deal with them. So essentially, they're like, "Yo, you just finish your sentence over there because you're not our problem." Anymore. Because one of the most recent live.
Why does my MacBook keep freezing like this? Everyone, I can't be off topic. I'm so sorry because I miss talking to all of you. If I keep because I do want to talk to all of you, but if I keep going off topic, we cannot. I cannot because I want to make sure that if we ever get new planners here, because some of you do keep leaving, they're not gonna be able to understand what's going on. So basically, if anyone ever sees those live streams, which I doubt that you do, because my doggy channel. Why does my MacBook keep freezing? My doggy channel doesn't do well because I know that some of you would leave. And remember, okay, please, for me, do not be active or comment if you would just randomly vanish a few days. Because so many people that I thought that were new here, they have not returned. Because starting tomorrow, starting today, like, well, Scott, I hope that you'll stay. I'm going to keep track of names And then I've decided to say that, oh goodness, there's no much mistake. It just hurts because is there like a spider web in here? Just noticed that. Anyway, besides that, I was in jail yesterday, right? It wasn't as all well. The beginning it was really awful, and I'll get back to the video because I love watching a Tazi. It is not what you will see in Beyond Scare. Well, maybe. Okay, straight jail. Well, cops. That's real. Or any other. Let's just say crime-related documentaries that you watch, or what beyond. Deon, you forgot the term, hon. You did. Yeah, Deon forgot. Um, it's just like those courtroom videos. Now that would be an interesting story that I could share with all of you because I wanted to take my time to share all this for the next few days, or at least throughout the weekend. Also, I know that we only have 2 hours left, so I tried. Also, I've not brushed my teeth yet since me and Chris were in jail. So I basically went 2 days without brushing my teeth. I could really feel the bacteria behind my gums. My teeth are fine. It's just that you could taste the bacteria. And Dion, I think you're fine. Yeah, because Chris told me that there's something wrong with my gums, but wait, let me check my gums very quick. Hold on. Actually, can I do this? Hold on. I've always wanted to do something like this. Actually, I don't even have much store. Oh no, Dion, you're fine. You're fine, Dion. You're fine. Hold on. All right, I might need to check the mirror. My gums are fine. I just haven't brushed yet. Oh, hi, Glenn. Welcome. Yeah, I just got a brush. Yep, Jason. Nope, no cavities. Trust me, I would know. I would know on day one if I have cavities. And that was when I was in elementary. Well, I didn't know that because I used to drink a lot of breast tea. You know what? Okay, I don't want to share too much about prison, right? Or excuse me, about jail. There's just so much that all of you probably would be really shocked to know. And pretty much stay in the scene. And I'm glad it's backlit. And okay, here. Oh, you did, Glenn? What a coincidence. Dion, you just talked about the dentist and then we got a newcomer. Wonderful. Wow, that's awesome, Glenn. Also, I can tell that you like what is it? What is that game that a lot of people like? I never got a chance to play it. Club Penguin? I played Fun Brain, but sadly that was about it. And there were always advertised Diary of a Wimpy Kid. I thought to get to share that. And Allison, yes, what question do you have? And then I want to get too off topic, but okay, I'll share one more topic because again, I'm surprised I kind of memorized everything when I was in jail. I do have a little bit. I think I do have hyperphagia. Kinda. Okay, very quick. We did went to see the judge at 10. Okay, I went up at 10:06. We basically were staying in the release area. Well, me and Chris, right? Damn, let's see what time it was exactly. I know it's like around 1 and then 1:30, and then we got released probably like around 3:40ish. It was a little bit late, and then the officers will tell us that we gotta go, so we won't trespass. I wish I shook their hand and thanked them, but I was too nervous. I shared about it on Facebook if you were curious. So we definitely did meet up, of course. I want to be a journalist so I can meet officers, like have a hug as well. Just have that human interaction. I've always wanted that. And you miss Penguin, Glenn. I don't blame you because I know I heard that Club Penguin basically closed down. And Alice, if it didn't went through, you could type it in. Um, so I'll give all of you I'll give all of you 5 options. All right. Um, hold on. I'm only gonna choose one of these. Oh, okay. Um, ah, okay. There we go. So here, this is what I'll do. The Hot Boys would equal a rainbow or a gay emoji. There was a lot of them. I'm sorry. They're really good looking. The clothes would equal. I should have done it that way. A T-shirt emoji or jeans. But let me type it all this in first, okay? Fingerprinting would equal a hand, any type of hand emoji, any type. The food would be a bread emoji, and then the activity would be um, it could be a sport emoji, running, swimming, anything. So I want to see how what all of you want to say, and how are your comments. Oh, I thank you, Eric, little one. I'm sweet of you, literally. Yeah, I'm sorry that I was gone. Because I remember when I was gone, I was thinking about the little ones, right? It's like as though I see why he calls me his uncle. It's like he's acting like it, or making me. I don't know how to explain. He's acting like a nephew. If that makes sense. And I use it close to my nephews and nieces, especially my nephews. It's got it is. Wait, I'm sorry, I got cut off. Um, I want to do a poll, but I want to do 5 options, and we can only do 4. So, well, obviously, I guess it makes sense. They should have 5 options, but yeah, me too, Scott. Because I know everyone on Facebook doesn't know about this yet. So I'm hoping I'll go viral out there, especially that are the darn Jessica of a neighbor. So people know how rude that she acted to me. But I think it's best I don't share activity on TikTok. I wanted to go viral. I know the other. Well, they could just again. I told my talk planners they could follow me on here. I don't need to show every activity. I'm gonna eat some more Pringles. I know my mouth is dry. Sorry, I'm stimming again. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Man, we got 5 rainbows. We got 1, 2, 3. Wow, so we got the activity and the gay activity. I only see 2 food ones. Fingerprinting, yeah, because I guess that's a short topic. That's why none. Oh, okay, garnet. That's 1. Oh, Deon, let's see. Clothing is only from Scott. So now maybe you're interested in hearing the clothing one. Well, I'm sure you're interested in all of it, but the most interested. We got 6 rainbows. We got 7. Okay, I'm just saying this. If we get 10, doesn't mean I don't want any of you to feel that, oh, yes, I need to type in a rainbow. No. If we get 3 more, I'm going to have to talk about it, do I? Because I want to make sure that most of you, oh, Eric, he voted. You know, it'll be 2 for Eric. He gives 2 votes. So if I see one more rainbow, I'm going to talk about it. Okay, so Jason voted for the clothes. So only 2 of you did? Not only Drain, I think, and then I forgot who else voted for the food one. Yeah, you voted for the clothes. Also, Haley just uploaded another video today. The TikTok wants Mel. Oh, the Mel Instacart thing. I heard about it. It's stupid. Okay, Mason Han, I had a feeling you'll vote for that. Oh, you can still vote, by the way, even though I think we came to a decision. So me and Drain, I forgot who else voted for food. All right, so Hot Boys it is. My throat is still killing me. Oh, by the way, before I do that, I want to teach the little ones about this, and for my adults. So I was on this, that site. It's like Omegle, but a little different. Um, so let's just say, and for my adults, definitely be careful, right? It's called the Emerald Chat thing. Also, I'm sorry. I hope Mason and Garnet don't think this is weird because you can change your username, right? And I took this earlier, and this is the conversation because, like, let's just say that phone asks for the social medias, and well, because since there was bots or whatever, it doesn't go through. I don't know why he thinks this is okay. No, and this is what I said, right? And because I care. And you know what's interesting? Well, I think took the other screenshot. He disconnected. I'm glad he did. Even though he probably won't listen. That's his issue. You see this, right? This is what I typed down. Right? You heard of it, AJ? Yes. Because his amigo shut down. It's okay. Even though I did talk to I thought it was a hot 28-year-old that's 6'3". He's black, he's British. He's a catfish. I think. He's talking about his ding dong down there. I fell for it. He sounded hot, but whatever. It's ridiculous. And you have Alice? But I understand why Miko shut down. It was nice to use because let's just say I could leave it. I'm sorry, we'll talk about the Hot Boys because it kind of goes with this. So I've got a lot of you voted for that because I would just let it run in the background, right? I had to be on it because they had this little cool extension. If you want to block out any words of those say am. Okay, I get you're a guy. Why did it tell me am for? Right? Or age? You need to say something else. It gets irritating after a while. I know you want to have, you know what? You gotta talk though. It gets so annoying after a while. Oh, they're weird. But yeah, you remember Amigo Drain? MHS okay. What I do like about it, let's just say if you were banned by accident, like for spam, you only get banned for an hour. You only get banned permanently or for a week. So stupid. Some apps are like that. This one though is pretty good. If you get banned, you just have to wait a little bit. That's it. It's kind of nice. Also, it is kind of cool that you have usernames. Oh, so Jaden. Okay, and then we get back to the Hot Boys. They did bring it back. However, though, I wish they used a text option because the veto option, they could still act perverted. Yes, Amigo is still around, but like I'm thinking, why can't you just bring back the text thing? It's so stupid, you know? Because I don't like to use the video camera. And what if I see someone that is, you know what? I don't want to see that. Or playing with themselves. No. So I don't get it. I don't, literally. And I don't know, Glenn. That's a really great question. I didn't hear about Emerald until I looked up a little while ago. Not because I was bored and curious. Text chats like Amigo, and that popped up. Oh, really, Jared? I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, people that would do actual legal activity, they could still stay there. Not to mention, I met a lot of racists on there. They call me the N word. I'm thinking, yeah, you're lucky and it got banned. So, oh my god, they probably did. So stupid. Anyway, you never liked Amigo Bethany, me either. Me either. People are pretty rude and definitely racist. It's ridiculous. Yeah, Dumbo, you know what? Do you want to tell me now? I know you probably want to tell me alone, don't you? But besides that, I thought I could share it with all of you. I guess it gets tiresome when I see conversations like that. It's hard to speak up because they won't listen, you know, or they like to bait me, I guess, because am a legal adult. It's something else. Well, besides that, um, oh me, I'm sorry to hear that, sweetie. I know people are creepy on there, even to me. That's why when I was there when I was younger, and Deborah talking about the hot boys, um, I would just have my lap being shown because it's safer that way. Plus, they won't use their picture. I made a couple friends on there, but that's in the past now. All right, hold on. Just to talk about Jerry anyway.
All the gifts received by this 33-year-old prisoner who's Albanian in prison in the UK by the name of Hubert Marizange reportedly totaled up to about $20,000 in just a 7-minute live stream. GG. Those are some insane.
I don't know.
numbers.
I don't know what the heck
Much
GG
numbers
means.
like that in 7 minutes ever. So whatever this guy was doing on live stream was apparently very entertaining and very valuable for a whole lot of people. Is this
Also, how do you even use a cell phone though? Oh, I want to tell you this very quick, right? So I don't know how it is, and like let's just say some of you are not American. I don't know if you're allowed to use cell phones and oh wait, that's prison, right? I'm not sure how it is out here in my state, but very quick, okay? They do confiscate your phones. You know, well, obviously, right? Because private, whatever. Plus, well, what might you from other inmates? But I guess in prison's different. I don't know. I just know that you're allowed to film outside. They tell you. Well, for my foreigners, right? You're not allowed to film outside the building, right? Like, let's just say, okay, you're allowed to film the outside, right? Because we're able to do that. This, like, even the police themselves, right? Again, you could look up my Facebook. It's the same as the username here on YouTube. You would be surprised, right? When I even asked Chris if we could document everything, he was okay with it. You know, so that's a memory. Okay. Not to mention, believe it or not, he was a really tall. He was so tall, like he was hot. I have a video of him now. Okay. You'd say, yeah, bitch. Oh, sorry. That's right. The little ones are here. Yeah, everyone. I got out of prison. I guess it was maybe I don't know. I guessing it was a jail. I guessing it's both a jail and a prison. I don't know, but he was there for a decade, and he looked pretty hot. Actually, he was in his 30s. He didn't look like his age though. He looked like his mid-20s. And Mike obviously needs some Pringles. It was the barbecue flavored. Would never try what, little one? Would never try what? I'm sorry. Brownie? Yeah. So what does that mean exactly? Because I like how they say GGs. Well, why do they keep saying that? Is that a good thing? When I was in jail, I don't think right, Dre, right. Oh, you were in jail before? Really? Yeah, Glenn, tell me about it. No, Eric, hold on. No, 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 no. There are nasty freaks, nasty bad guys on there that could take a definitely take advantage of someone your age. No, 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 no. Not until you're 13. Well, actually, I don't know what the age limit is. Well, actually, no, 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 not 13. I think it's because that's when it gets a little bit more disturbing. Not until you're an adult. Well, well, maybe when you're 16 would be fine. And then you could talk to teens when you're age. So 16, Eric. If it's still around that long. 16 would be fine. My opinion. Yeah, much older, Bronny. I thought it was 13. Well, there was I think oh no, I remember because it's supposed to be with Guardian. But I think he like if he's 16, he'd be fine. Because there'd be like a lot of 18 and 19. Well, 19 should be the max that he could talk up with. And the lowest for him would be 13, I think. Well, if it's like romantic or something. 3 years maybe a little bit, but I don't think it's anything crazy. As long as no, because I'm starting to learn about this stuff myself. As long as it's not more than because where I'm from, we have the Romeo and Juliet law. So people think it's weird, like someone 3 years apart. Out here, we don't really care much. That's it. That's what I've been taught or looked up. So it kind of makes sense. It's like if you're dating someone that's a freshman, but you're a junior, you're still in high school together. Not that big of a deal. Mason, I don't blame you, hon. I mean, I do miss it, but how else supposed to be banned or whatever? Because I was never able to get on unless I'd use a VPN. That was a lot. Oh. So I remember when I was in jail. Wait, Glenn, you were in jail too? There were oh, see, you're gay. High five, hon. High five. So me, you, and Mason are the only ones in a gay. Well, I'm a technical spade, but I can still be in that in the group with you too. Also, I know a few of you voted gay in the other community post. I didn't screenshot that yet. They were way targeting you, really? So Glenn, you're straight yourself, aren't you? Oh, really? You were worse than DUI? Oh, this is perfect. Oh, so that's common. That's common. Yeah, so since Glenn brought that up, right? And Glenn, how tall are you, if I may ask? You had to tell me. And if you wanted to share how tall they were, I would love to know. So basically Michael, right? He was tall. And I was blushing, yeah. Oh god, he was so attractive. He was like average build, a little slim. Also, he was wearing a black sweater. He looked really good for his age. I'm thinking this boy is not 31. He is not 31. Oh my gosh, so Glenn, you're sure like well, I'm not telling you my height. However, I can tell you this very quick. My info was outdated. Okay, yeah, they got my height wrong because I'm shorter than that. It said 5'6", right? And I do not weigh that much. 131. Maybe when I was younger, and I was because I did shrunk in height. I was still slim when I weighed that much. Yes, I'm not short, right? I'm really short. I don't look like it, but I am. So I could tell a little like height. That's not my height though, because yeah, they got it wrong. I guess they must have an estimate. No, I'm not 5'6". I am actually a little bit much shorter than that. So, I can relate to Glenn. And oh, Mason, I'm glad you like it. So yeah, they're around Mason's height. That must be hot, isn't it, Glenn? Because the thing is, okay, I can share a little bit of this as we're talking about the hot boys, right? When I had to go to the outer building, right? And I'll share about that building, whatever, like how that would transfer me tomorrow. I gotta say, it's nice being a guy, though. Well, okay, I wish I was a girl though, but there's just so many boys though. Like there are female criminals, but it is true that us males, well, not more likely, but to commit, right? it is more likely you see more of us because I don't know. Because we tend to do more crimes, even if you are innocent. So I remember when I was in that building, there wasn't many girls though, which is weird because yes, we could be together, but we cannot sit in the same group, right? Because you know how you cannot be flirting or be sexual harassment, of course, right? So there was a lot of boys, a lot, right? And then older boys, like middle age, whatever. I like to use that word boys sometimes. You know what I mean, right? Because people say girls all the time, so why not boys then? You know, like when you refer to women. So, and by the way, for my straight boys out there or bi, there were some pretty girls there too. And I feel awful for them because they, except for a couple that would lash out or whatever because they're on drugs. You want to be around girls that like that. You don't. But I'll get my way up there. Okay, this is gonna take a long time. I'll probably just talk about this for 14 minutes, right? Because I know that I'll be able to go to bed in like an hour and a half. Maybe okay, yeah. Let's see. Maybe should we? Maybe 7-Eleven. This is gonna take a while. So basically, so I won't be able to read all the strings because I had to concentrate on a topic. When I got there, and then I'll share about the food topics and whatnot later on. I got nervous. MacBook, don't do this to me now. Don't. I was about to get into the movie part. Brownie Hun, I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. Wait, Drain, so oh, you were stealing at a store? But you took food, yeah, I understand that. Yeah. See, like the thing is, I have sympathy for people like you. You know, you're not supposed to steal, but like if you're poor or struggling, I get that. Versus people that, well, if you do robbery, like depending on what you had to do, yes, I'm thinking you should have done that. That was just messed up. But if I hear more about your story, I have more sympathy, right? Unless if you're a repeat offender, then like just stop, right? But like for you, I don't understand that, you know. So I know that you had to do time. Drain, how long do you do? How long do you have to do your time? And by the way, even though I went in jail, I don't. I'm not good. Like even though I did have a mugshot, right? I always wonder why they call it that. It doesn't mean that I. Well, I'm not. Well, I already have. Like when I was in a mental facility, I had to take a mugshot. I consider it because I had to go. So technically, I don't really count because like did they took pictures of me when I was at mental facility? Oh my god, I don't remember. I just know I have a record, you know, medical whatever, whatever. I've been going through this for years, so you know, and that's just trauma, not just acting up on people. This is trauma, depression. Yeah. So, and hey, Craig Sire, welcome back. I'm doing okay. My jaw is still a bit sore, by the way. And, hun, absolutely, anyone can do crimes regardless of gender. And, right, oh, Bethany, really? That's terrible. So basically, same way for Dumbo's sister Patricia when she got framed for doing drugs. It happens. And Craig Sire, I'm doing okay. I always wonder how Alvi would react if I never came back or if I didn't respond for a week. But the thing is, though, if I don't respond for a week, I'm gonna forget everything. Well, I'm gonna remember it, but later on, I'm gonna forget. So, I always wonder how Aubrey will react if I didn't respond for 4 days or something. And Drain, you did it because your neighbor needed food. I understand that. That's terrible. No, you're not. Drain, 2 years for petty theft? But I'll get back to the high points in a minute here. How on earth were you in jail? Well, technically prison because you did more than a year. Why? This was so because you live in Michigan, right? You tell me that you could go to prison. Right, you said our afro, right, Rain? I bet you look good. I bet you look lovely in that afro, weren't you? I just don't get it though. And I'm glad, Scott. I'm glad it's back. Also, I like the orange heart, by the way. I like the letter T in your profile picture. So for PD death, you got 2 years. Oh, you wait. Where do you live, Dren? I'm sorry. Because if you would steal, you may get what, a week? I don't know. I think the most you'll probably get will be like well, I don't know about a month. If it's like a small in the South, okay. So you don't want to name the state. Gotcha. That's ridiculous. Yeah, that's true, Barney. That's true though. I just don't understand it. So if you tell me I want to steal a can of green beans, I'll have to take 2 years for green beans. That's it. You tell me about it, Dumbo. That doesn't make any sense. There could be someone that would break someone's arm and then like what Jason shared. Oh my god, it's hard to explain. That doesn't make any sense. Oh my, I don't know if the South is like that. I live in the Southwest. And Eric, little one, you'd be upset. I understand, yeah. At least you're doing okay, right? Oh, well, I understand. Well, at least it didn't hurt anyone. It'd be different if you did. But it happens. Yeah. Yeah. And Glenn, you deserve to be forgiven. You're still a great person. You just did, a dumpty mistake. It'd be different if you basically did hurt someone now. Well, okay, yeah, for instance, well, no, he wasn't drunk, so that doesn't count. Like if you're drinking and driving and hitting someone. But yeah, basically for Michael and his friend, right? They're not related. That's what they were charged for. And um I might need to mention that other thing tomorrow because there's just so much that went on, and it's so funny because me and Chris, well, we were on there for 20 hours. It felt like we were there for 3 days. Not nothing crazy. And Marcus, you had to do a mug when you're in jail, right? Melina, 80%. Because I feel guilty in a way. Actually, pretty really guilty because I don't want anyone to think of me differently. Because I've never been, well, the thing is, I've been in a mental facility, so I was in mental jail. So, not really. I think the only reason why is because the officers at the holding cell place, they were pretty rude. That's like the 20% that bothered me. Not to mention our neighbor downstairs. I mean, no, of course she's not going to be in jail or anything. I just want her, because they say, oh, Deon, you're harassing. No, I'm the one that's being harassed. I want her, not her husband. Okay, her husband is great. It's just herself to be ashamed. Also, you could kind of see her face on my TikTok. So, yeah, I don't want her to come up here. And I did read all your notes. Like, Carol's here, right? I know Theo was Amelia, Jaden, Dumbo. A few more of you told me that yes, I need to do, or I should, um, just write a note that hey everyone, my name is Deon. I live this apartment place, and just please be aware of my neighbor downstairs. She was really harsh. You know what I mean? I'll do that. And the staff. And I hope you have a nice day. I'm just gonna do that. It's just a friendly note, just to make them aware because topic again of how she lashed out. She could say, "I'm sorry, I cannot help you." That would look good on her, but no. Also, I do have the audio. Well, I didn't because Chris likes to have his privacy, right? It was different when we had that fight or incident that happened, but um so I understand. It's weird. Like he didn't mind being filmed at that. Well, I'm sure he probably did, but you know what I mean. But like for everyone else, it's weird. You know what I mean, right? I'm sorry, my mind's all over the place. Um, the T in your profile is another one. Why are so many of you? Why? Okay, this is awesome. Why do I keep getting people in Tennessee coming here? First, it was Bobby. Second, it was wait no. First, it was Lauren. Second, it was well, not in order. Bobby. We had another one, but he's not here. Daphne, Lauren, and then Scott. What is up with Tennessee? I don't get it. Am I having some fan service in your state? What is going on in Tennessee? I don't get it. That's awesome, Scott. University of Tennessee, huh? That's right, because out here we got the letter A, U of A, which is in Tucson. And then, well, yeah, because yeah, that's right, University of Arizona, right? Which is weird because that's our second largest city though. But yet we have ACU and Arizona State University, but it's in multiple cities out here. I'm sorry, he just had to mention that. Oh, really? So you're in your 20s and take your time, Brownie. So you go to University of Tennessee. Well, that's weird because it's supposed to be of, right? So that's interesting. And yeah, I'm gonna keep that in mind, Kira. Also, it's great to hear from you again. Yes, yes, it is, Glenn. At least so I've heard. Because the national, well, yes, they're known for blues. Well, I think that's Louisiana. Well, I get them mixed up. Okay, Louisiana. It's I think it's both blues and jazz. So two of them. I need to learn more. I just know they got that huge rock and roll little monument thing, especially what they do during the countdown. That's pretty nice. And I'm a hard rock and 80s person. So I'll fit in Tennessee really well because oh, you'd be surprised at the hard rock I like. So maybe that's why I get Tennesseans then, which is lovely. I'm in Arizona. We love rock and roll out here. So no wonder a lot of Tennesseans come here. Yep, now I get it. Awesome. Oh, Scott, I don't blame you. College is hard. It is. I flunked out after a year because I accidentally took notes where I'm supposed to take a test. It happens. It wasn't for me, and it was expensive. Well, yet my mother's boss did pay for everything, and yeah, I need to get back to the hot guys again. I've been in and out of job for multiple things. Truck with later, Mike. That's understandable. You marry your mugshot, Jason, right? Oh, Jared, thank you for reminding me. I forgot already. We need to do a tribute for him. I might just draw like a little musketeer symbol. Scott, I hope it goes well for you. You starting to become a vet? That's wonderful. Also, everyone, like the thing is, well, no, I don't want to do that because Chris told me, right? Like, I do want to. I was about to get ready to film. Je- I like to call her Jessica, right? It's a nickname because you are kind of like a bad person to me, not to make fun of, but just to humiliate, kind of. Just you want to humiliate me. I was about to go outside and because she was already inside when she parked. I wanted to tell her, "Do not come up here." And I'm sorry, I had to share that's very correct. That was on my mind. You were rude, you were disrespectful, and oh, I want to get to that point. If ever, do you think? Well, that would be. I just hope it's not harassment, right? I don't know. I'll do the no first. And heck, well, whenever I go outside, I have people because I want to do my drawings. I want to buy like a big poster and see if people will sign it. And then if they say, "Hey, do you want to help me get the straight to talk about my neighbor?" Because I know a lot of you are doing that. If I have people sign it, I'll do it. And if she says, "Leave me alone," well, I'll just say, "Have a nice day." Just make her feel really bad about herself. Again, I'm not saying like I don't even know her name. I just like it still stings me, right? You know how I talk to that friendly man out there, that father that wear that shirt, right? You know, I just want justice because that's not appropriate. Also, ooh, someone's walking their dog. It's not. Oh, yeah, I've seen them walking their dogs. The pit bull. Yeah, her husband isn't back. He went somewhere. I don't know. I don't know what the hell's her problem. Pardon my language. But you know what? I just hope that because at least her face is up online, kinda. Again, her husband is awesome, not her. Okay, I just hope she will live with that until her deathbed. That you know the way she you yell like that's gonna haunt her for a while. I know she's not thinking about me though, but man, whenever I become a papa, I'm sorry. I just don't. I'm sorry, bro. I had to get that out of my system. Yeah. So Brent, yes, and Amelia, okay, hon. You. So wait, Amelia, may I ask, why should I only do the note? Is she is Jessica, huh, Marcus? Because okay, I do like what Amelia said. It might garnet, and then we're talking about the hot boys again. I want to hear Amelia. Amelia, I kind of want to pin your comment there. I'm kind of curious what makes you say that. Also, the thing is, Chris did help me a lot because I have the audio. Don't worry, because I don't want to. I think I just heard a car, not just parked. Oh, there she is. I just saw her. I think like is she like riding a scooter? Because it's up to you if you want to, but yeah. But Amelia, I just want to. I didn't hear like why do you say only the no? I just want to hear. Huh? Yeah, she. Oh, so she was outside. I saw her turning the lights on downstairs. Yeah, that's her kitchen. Cause I want to say something. I think she was on a scooter. I saw her like. I think she was like skipping or something. It just caught me off guard. So I don't know. It was. I'm sorry. I know she wears all black and all. Sorry, it feels good talking about this. I'm just trying to keep I'm trying to keep track of the time. If I ever see her. Oh, you think so, Amelia? Because I do like what you said. I fear if you do more than a no, it could be that she reports you. That's true. You got a point. you got a you got a great point, sweetie. You do. You know, everyone. I'll just do the no. However, though, I do wanna. Well, I think our face is up on TikTok, right? Wait, Carol. I'm not sure if you've seen when I was confronting, her and well, her. Yeah, Lisa, I agree. Because you know what she looks like, right? Because that's her. So her face is up online already. Again, we're not talking about the husband here. He's fine. We're just talking about the wife here. I wonder if I should just write the note now, go to the dumpster, and just get this out of my system. Yeah, you remember, hon? Yeah. That way all of you could see, because I think it's good to do this while all of you are here watching me doing this. And then I want to see how all of you think. um, I guess red would be like a good color because it's like a warning thing. So I'm gonna do that. But Amelia, I'm gonna pin that. So great idea. I know. Chris even told me, just don't pay any mind. It's a little hard sometimes. So I'm gonna do that. Yeah, Marcus, I'm gonna do that now so all of you can see me writing it down. Because what I'm gonna do, like where we have our gate, right? I'm gonna that I know Kara remembers when I was, arguing with Chris at the time. I'm gonna tape it to the dumpster because someone also they have like a lost bunny, which is terrible, and I hope they were able to find their adorable pet. I'm gonna tape it and to do that. Oh, someone has a dog. It looks like a chihuahua. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's cute. I like how there are people out here that have dogs. That's like the second person out here already. Well, at least I know it's dog friendly. And by the way, oh, sorry, Rhonda, I'm not dressed. See, because you see how long ago that is? You know, during the fight or whatever that me and Chris had, or, you know, the imprisonment thing. So I'm gonna write a new one down. Garnet? I don't think so. Plus, I do have a. Oh, Daniel. Um, should I? Okay, everyone, very quick. Oh, Alice, that's great. And you told me that he got back home, right? Should I use a red marker or a. Wait a minute. Hold on. I may not have my Sharpie. See, this is how. Oh, yeah, actually. Never mind, never mind. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna use a Sharpie because, yeah, people are not gonna be able to read it from afar. So, um, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, Jason, I just noticed because, oh, well, only if I don't have the Sharpie. Yep, I have it. Yep. So let I agree to Sharpie, huh? See, because again, he's not abusive, right? Yeah, all of you can see it. Perfect. So this one I'm gonna write down. Here, I'm gonna play the video in the background, writing it down. Right, Brent? Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna write down the Silver Creek Apartments, right? Because all of you know where I live, and I know my brother wants me to delete the address and all, but it's up there, right? And again, everything is done. It's just because Amelia, even though all of you know where I live, she still can't report me for that, right? Because one, it's public space. Two, she was harsh, and three, it's not doxing because I don't encourage anyone for that, and I don't even know nor care for her name, if that makes sense. So it's still fine, right?
Somehow figured out how to go from posting dumb clips of him complaining about the food to doing live streams lasting 7 minutes, making 20 grand. It sounds a little off to me. Like I know this happened, but how did 20 grand in 7 minutes happen? Was it some way of hiding a payment for something that happened? I don't know, but it doesn't quite make sense to me. Regardless, 20 grand in 7 minutes, it's outrageous. Congratulations to him. But my main question is, who's giving him this money? Like, I mean, I understand the shock value of, oh wow, look, a prisoner is he's in prison. He's battling another person. But like 20 grand in 7 minutes? Because I know shocking content does very well, especially on TikTok. I mean, you had all of cartel talk running around. You also had like the Somali pirate TikTok going on. So obviously they're shocking. And obviously prison talk has also been a thing for a while. But this is like the highest earning prison talk streamer in the shortest amount of time that I've ever heard of, for sure. Just to put things in perspective, I don't think that what's her name? The Pinky Doll MTV streamer, I don't think she ever made 20 grand in 7 minutes. I know they were making serious money, but I don't think it was that much. I think people like Pinky Doll would probably make up to 100 grand on some of her like peak days, but that was from like streaming for like 6 to 7 hours. I hate that I said those two numbers after each other because we're now in 2026 and that's just not first number to say. But it was, 6 to 8 hours of streaming would yield her 100 grand, I think, when she was at her like pinnacle of streaming. This guy, 20 grand in 7 minutes. Where's the money coming from? I don't know. And then you have the side of like, hey, when you're donating to someone in prison, what were their crimes? Who are you funding here? Because as I mentioned earlier, you wasn't arrested for some like petty traffic offense over here. No, a group of criminals decided to lure in a dealer who was a rival of them, and they decided to end his life with a shotgun to the face. So he's not really the best person to be donating distant. But his sentencing was in 2022, and to be fair to him, he wasn't the one who allegedly pulled the trigger. He was just part of the people who lured the guy in. But he was still heavily involved with the planning of what happened and was sentenced to 32 years in prison. And allegedly, Duper also bought an axe and helped lure rival dealer Padawan Ali Hussein into a home in Hartford County, Durham. No way is this happening in Durham. No way. Are you serious? Like Hartford. I used to live in Durham. Hartford County, Durham. There is no way, dude. I mean, okay, so this is like far. I mean, I used to live like really close to like downtown.
Oh, ad.
New H2 Pro system separates clean and
Here, I'll read this out loud, okay? Ahoy, Silver Creek residents, and I give like a little smile, right? And I'll write the date down. Please be aware of a white neighbor of mine that lives in apartment 152 that was yelling at me in a demanding way, not get up, but stay away from my door when I politely begged for help. When my mom's boyfriend, Chris, and I, and Deon, in parentheses, fight each other and sort of came off in a threatening way yesterday. She may act the same way towards you. And has a bit of temper. This is okay, right? And she has she's white, wears black often, and drives a Steeler van. I hope this is not considered doxing, right? White van, because the thing is, the stickers are white, and then I'll just do a part two. And then let's see, it is. I just also got an hour left. Oh yeah, I will talk about the boys too. Okay, I'm sorry. I want to get everyone on topic, but yes, I just wanted to say this that compared to like how I've been feeling yesterday, there was a lot of amazing hot boys there, right? I'll just share this very quick. While I was in there with Chris, of course, well, in different rooms that we're in, because I was still a little bit bothered of what has happened yesterday. And it did distract me because I had a lot of great conversations with them, and I'll definitely get more detail about the boys that I knew there. And I even, Deon, if you remember it right, I even one that I did have a crush on. I know he's straight. He's he's a little older than me. His name is Gabriel. He's half Mexican and half native, right? Man, me and him, we talk all the time. You guys like to talk about, girls and whatnot. I don't blame him. He's really sweet though, and his job that he had, because he actually, believe it or not, for my Tennesseans, if y'all want to hear about this, he's thinking about moving to your state into some small town. I actually forgot the name of it. It's like in Eastern Tennessee, so maybe like outside. Well, maybe not too far from Knoxville, right? I don't know where though, because he wants to have a different job since he worked for Floor and Tile. Oh, everyone, she just got out of the car. Yeah, she has white hair. She's wearing black, right? And yeah, she's she has an attitude, of course. So yeah, I had the flash on. But yeah, other than that, I think she probably knows because hey, you wanna treat me like that yesterday? I'll make sure that people will read the note. So um it's not no Alice. In Dumbo, I did that. I did. It's good, Brent. You like that one, Garnet? Great. Oh yeah, Jared, I would love to read it. I would love to read it. She probably thought I was like, who cares? I'm up at my house. So this woman needs to be called out. But yes, she's middle age, black. I bet she can hear me. Well, good. Because she has no right to basically have that attitude because it's all been recorded. So and she has a ring doorbell. It's not like anyone knows her name, and plus, well, this is for public use and for my protection. You don't have the right to yell at me like that. Not appropriate. So I hope that she stays away from my family, my pups, and me. And she couldn't just ride. I'm sorry, this seems a little bit harsh. Well, she lives with her husband. She needs to, you know, act like her age because I know some older people have that problem and mature up. It's not appropriate, you know. As much as I know a lot of people are middle age, you just don't act like that. She has some anger issues, and I don't want her to threaten other like anyone else in this neighborhood. She needs to stop that. Like, no, sweetie, you can't be doing that. So I'm glad I did that. I'm glad I did. um, I didn't film her, but I mean, okay, in the past I did, right? Because Carol, she's seen it. And by the way, if you're curious, you could look through my TikTok when I was talking to her. You could hear my voice, right? Like I didn't want to disturb. So yes, her face has been exposed. That's it. It's not illegal outside, and well, as much as seeing the pop up freak out beetles, it feels good doing this. I'm gonna write a second note as well. I know, and what do you want to ask? But yes, Scott, he did want to live in your state. Yes, that's what he told me. And I know why, Mike. That's what I'm saying. I know exactly, Carol, and you're a witness of that. So it's just so funny, you know. It'd be weird, like if she wanted to like call the police or something. Well, I'm in my house, she's outside, right, and it's not stalking because if you have a ring door, you're filming me and having the audio. I think that's fair. I'm the one that is, not causing issue. So if anything ever happens, I'll make sure to document it for all of you because sadly we got to take care of this situation too. And I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel safe around that woman. I don't. You know what's really interesting, right? And again, I respect both sexes equally. Are you kidding me? Especially the women there, absolutely. Especially that sweet 73-year-old. That like her, that New Yorker Jessica, because she's a New Yorker, because I can tell by the license plate, right? She can learn a lot from that sweet woman that I talked to because when I first, because that's when, that my mother told me that she would hear the footsteps. Yeah, it happens. You decide to move out here. What do you expect? You're from New York, right? I'm sure that you had to deal with a lot of noise. This is Arizona. Things are much different than your state. So, the thing is that when I wanted to, her husband was so sweet though. Okay, she kind of gave me like a weird look. I like before I want to document because again I'm in public, right? It's like as though she thinks I shoplifted jewelry or something. I don't know. Okay, or stolen someone's pet. And I remember she see me through the window and give me a weird look. Okay, I don't feel safe just for that. I never seen her, right? Like, sorry that I have not been out of the house. And it's just odd. I'm thinking with all the neighbors I had, like especially my older brother and I lived in our apartment, right? Because I would tell the hot boys in the jail about this, right? That she is just odd and doesn't deserve friends for acting like that. Um, I'm just thinking, oh my goodness, how am I gonna put up with this? Because all of you heard the way that she spoke to me, right? I'm sorry, but that's a little chaotic. All you have to do, because she looked like she's like 52, act like it. Okay? That I'm sorry, but I don't want to help. I hope that you get help or go to the office and I hope for the best for you. Something like that. Not just saying get away from my door, that is too much. And I was basically feeling I want to faint because when me and Chris we did fight a lot and that's how the closet got damaged. Um I'm sorry, we're supposed to share about the jail thing. I'm sorry, because I don't want anyone to think this is misleading. I was, I needed help and I thought I could just go back upstairs and she would call, but I don't know. That way I know how to walk already to the office, but because I don't understand that father because well, he don't want to be involved with his daughter and they're going somewhere. But since she's at home, you don't have to call, but you could at least politely decline. It's like if I would go to a grocery store and I would ask the cashier, like, am I allowed to use card? They say, no, 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 only cash. I'm thinking, okay, you gotta ease up on your volume. It's like that, right? And if I would go to a grocery store and someone at work would talk to me like that, I'll probably complain, or I probably won't go to that store as much. They will lose customers, and that's gonna look bad on their job record because they're making customers not feel comfortable, and they could get fired and not get another job. It's something like that. I bet she verbally abused her husband. You think so, Dumbo? Oh no! I mean, the husband is lovely. He's playing adorable because when Chris, when I was upset with Chris at that time, right? That obviously that image, he like, he was really open talking to him. I love that. I do. He's really sweet. He's down to earth. Even when I wanted to talk to her, right? He wasn't giving me a hard time. I'm thinking, wow, I just say that man, he must have put up a lot with that woman. I feel like if that's the case, I would feel really awful for him for that because I don't get what her attitude is. We're basically walking on her actions, if that makes sense. Not his. He's an amazing man, right? I'm glad I did the little flash because she's being watched. She is. I'm sorry, but I gave the little side treatment. Like I'm sure she probably saw it. Like let's just say she probably think I took a picture of her. I'm sorry. I know she probably did, right? And hear my voice because hey, you want to talk to me like that? You're being shared online. I'm sorry for my safety. This is not targeting harassing. This is public shaming. If you want to do it to me because you have a ring doorbell and you want to record me, then well, sweet, you're on social media. I know I am, but I'm the innocent one because that's how my mother raised me. And you are in my state, by the way. I know all Arizona's can be mean to each other, but hey, if you want to come to the other country, well, things a little bit different here. I know you probably come here for the peace and quiet. Yeah, I get that. It gets quiet here too. And I like the piece of crap because I'm an introvert. That's just Arizona nature. Unless you're Mexican, I guess. I don't know. There are introverted Mexicans too, but it's exactly like that. And I know, Ronnie, it's weird, isn't it? Because I feel awful that I had a little phobia of New Yorkers because they're known for being really rude. I know Californians, oh my, it's something else, right? Even though, yes, there are some mean Californians. At least the drivers out here I've seen are really rude. But yet again, at the same time, I saw a video of them. I want to post on my, I need to download TikTok on my phone and share it. I miss them. It was the workers. There's a black woman named T that double remembers. And then Janice, it's a Mexican woman, she's really short like me, that has red hair. That's a mother in her 20s, mid 20s. They're from California, SoCal. And oh my God, they treated me like I was part of their family. They wonder why I gave that store such a high ranking. I'll give it 4 stars because they're not getting paid enough. Because it'll come up as fake if I put 5. Right? I only put 4 because I don't like how whoever's in charge is not paying them enough. Otherwise, I'll give them 5. So it's like that, right? Not to mention, I remember Mark. I hope he's doing well because he hasn't been here. He's from New York, the Big Apple, and he's a sweetheart. What he had to put up with. So that's kind of my Bethany, man. I'm sorry, Jason. You want to feel safer for her, Amelia? I don't blame you. And welcome back, Ronnie. She's just an awful woman for giving you that look. I know. Lisa, tell me about it. I'm thinking, okay, I know that you may be a little bit paranoid, but again, I was apologizing for making any noise. That means that I care and I want to basically be respectful for our neighbors. A lot of people wouldn't do that. They wouldn't. And especially since I never seen her before, that take a lot of courage for me to do that. Not to mention my body language. You can hear the way I talk. Hey, what's going on? No. I say like, hi, I'm sorry, but I noticed that there was a disturbance, from us. Like that. Right? I'm pretty good. I had 100% of public speaking, even though sometimes I screw up because I go through a lot of peer pressure. Yeah, my social anxiety kind of messes that up, especially the staff thing. But yet again, no, I think I did pretty well on it. Because those women need to be ashamed of themselves. Literally. So, you have a mean neighbor, Gabriel? Oh, me disculpas, mio. I'm sorry to hear that. Glenn, be quiet. You're not a New Yorker. What a coincidence. What a coincidence. I just want to say, Glenn, I'm so sorry that my neighbor may seem like she's representing your state. Honestly, she's awful for that because we had another New Yorker planner here, but he hasn't been here. I hope he's doing okay. I don't know where he is, but I hope that you've been staying warm because I know you got the blizzards up there. And Melina, she's miserable as hell and clearly gets off on making other people exactly. Like she's lucky because a male my size, I'm polite because if she did it to like a wrong man, she could get assaulted, In fact, I thought, am I gonna get assaulted because of the way she speaks? Like I'm being harassed at this point, I don't know if it is, it's not, but I guessing is verbal harassment, unless I was being rude. It kind of seemed like it, And all I did, I just clicked on that ring doorbell. I would love for it to share it on social media so more people can see that. You could give me more attention so that you could look bad about yourself. Because I know there'd be Karens or Jessica's, right? That would, I've seen a lot of these public freak out videos. They would film workers telling, hey, you're not doing your job. Why are you basically calling me ma'am? Something like that. Just to make them feel awful. But they lose their job. She's lucky she still has hers because if I was like actual speed right now, she probably would be maybe evicted if a lot of people complained. Or let's just say there were get out to her job that she's just harassing innocent neighbors. That won't look good on her. Again, I don't condone that. But though, you gotta to have respect. I'm sorry. It felt good when I had that flash on. It's not like I was filming her. I know I can, but I'm being low key. Like I already got her face though, and that's in broad daylight. I think that's enough because since she was in her car, you can't really see her. Plus, it's public space. And since I live in Arizona, it's the first party consent. Our laws are different here, and she needs to understand that. So she cannot be going near our door because it's off limits. And I hope she understands that. You know, it feels so good just to get this on my chest for all of you. Also, I didn't thank Chris for telling me about this. Also, I'm not sure she's outside. That's why I'm speaking my voice up so that she can hear me. Because that is not okay. It is not okay at all. Plus, it's 7:30. You know, it's not even late. Plus, are we gonna go to bed an hour? So I don't know how to be a noise complaint. I'm just renting. You know, if it wants that bad, then fine, call the police then. I just say, oh, I'm sorry, officers. I was just renting because I was doing like a little educational talk with my viewers. That's it. You know, not to mention people out here in our neighborhood, they play a lot of music. So why can I not talk? And I play music all the time, you know? And yeah, Melina hon. Exactly. And you're a woman. In fact, I forgot how many of you are women here. So you understand. And she's pathetic to have no compassion for someone just asking for help. Exactly. And Kara knows because she's been following me on TikTok before she couldn't log in. You know, so she's caught up for quite a while. And Glenn, I'm so sorry. I mean, us Arizonans, we could be rude too. You'd be surprised. Like Sir Rude, well, from my experience, that never happened because I was born and raised here. That we may put a gun in your face. So compared to New Yorkers, like we could kill you, right? It's possible. It is. Even though a lot of people are not from Arizona that live here. I had a lot of conversations with people, and I try to tone it down because the thing is, you know, we stay calm. Like we're like Canadians, eh? Right? The reason I'm saying that's because we feel guilty later. Well, at least the people I met, oh, trust me, this kind of normal here. Now, for her, I don't know about that, but like I would get mad at some people, and then we would just cool off. Again, this is maybe I don't know, maybe the majority. Like for the staff women, that's not going to change. But from my experience with people I have trouble with, it's like we just forget about it or we're just settled. So yeah, we're like Canadians down here. So it's kind of funny though. In Penelope City, went to the bathroom. I hope you didn't rush, honestly. And exactly, Alice. I mean, she has every right not to help me, right? But see, like the thing is, it's like in jail, right? I'm also to share all of you. I need to continue with the hot boys tomorrow because damn it, we got an hour left. It's like all the officers were really rude and bullies, right? Again, I would just follow the orders because I don't want to have my sentence increase, even though I'm innocent. You know, even though it's just something small, like what me and Chris did, compared to people that would do 9 times worse crime. Like well, that boy, he was sweet though. You know, he should have done it. It was armed rob. Wait, no. Well, yet again, I did meet a boy there that was armed robbery. He was really sweet though. He was cute. This is gonna sound weird. He reminded me of Dumbbell. I don't remember his name though. He reminded me of him, except that he didn't have a beard, but he was white and skinny, right? And he had almost like a Karen haircut, like they put like a Justin Bieber or like an emo haircut, right? And he was in there for I think like Grand Theft Auto or something like wow. But the thing is though, well, yet again though, the reason why I like him a lot because he was framed at the same time. Yes, he did a crime no, but it was pretty messed up that he was framed for having firearms. Yeah, he made it. Yeah, he did a crime though, but it's not like he was holding firearms to basically kill someone. No. Mm-mm. So it just sucks that he was in there for 7 months. He was really sweet though. He was. You'd be surprised that of all the boys I met in that jail, right? Even though they did crimes though, they were still awesome. Like even like probably more, polite than people that haven't done crimes, It's kind of like way more polite than our neighbor downstairs. So oh, you live in Bronx. Oh, that must be hard, isn't it, Glenn? Bronx is supposed to be what? Do they have like have the highest crime of all the 5 boroughs? I know you got Queens, Brooklyn, Long Long Island, Coney Island, right? I think those two are different. I hope I got all of them right. Oh yeah, Manhattan. So Bronx. Oh, I know it's dangerous there for sure. Manhattan, though, I think it might be one of the safest, or at least Coney Island would be. But yeah, it's just like that. I knew it. I had a feeling. I had a feeling. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Glenn. I just hope you've been doing okay up there. Suppose just to see that's got snow. And Jaden, you still think it was stupid they arrested you when you were innocent? Yeah. Because the reason why is because Chris was a victim, right? Even though I was attacked first. But I'm just glad that he didn't got any charges because I would feel deeply guilty that he had charges. In fact, when I was there, right, I even though I protected myself from him, I feel awful because he like we never been to jail, right? So, oh, it's a little much. Oh, Glenn, that's horrible. Are you kidding me? You had to get used to sleeping through sounds like gunshots. It's like they kept the word gun. I'm so sorry. That's horrible. And Dumbo, yes, kinda. Like more like a badass. Yeah, I guess I could say it. A badass version of you, right? We kind of remind me of you. I'm thinking like, why does he remind me of Dumbo? Even though Dumbo has a beard, right? Because his hair was kind of brownish yellow, a brownish blonde, and oh yeah, so your eyes are brown. I didn't forget. His eyes were hazel. I'm not used to seeing white people not having other hair or eye color that's not blue because it's most common eye color for someone that's white. So it's kind of interesting. And I don't know, Amelia. I like you to say bonks. I have no idea. Yeah, she seems fine. Either way, good. I hope I scared her off. Because I had a flashlight. She might think I'm using a flashlight, but she probably heard me. I bet she did. I'm definitely going to tape this to the dumpster, though, for sure. But if it gets, I just hope that no one would tear it down. If they do, then, well, I tried, right? Because all of you have witnessed it, and everyone else on TikTok did. I just explain to them later on that I'm doing okay, and I did something like the neighbor. The school, I'll just at the top, please scroll through my page, and you'll find what she looks like. You'll see like a little bit of her weird personality history. I've only talked to her twice. I remember I even screamed for help though when me and Chris were fighting, and I know she didn't care. I know she heard me. Like, yeah, if someone's screaming for help, I would help. Oh yeah, I did that where my older brother and I lived. But again, I know because they don't want to get hurt or they want to get killed. I get it. I do. I really do. But it's safe here. At least how from the reviews I've seen, people feel that way. So yeah, I don't get that. Yeah, Scott, I think so too. Again, I'm at my own house, I'm at my own business, and it's on my phone fucking now. So yeah, pretty much it, you know. But yeah, she needs to be on her best behavior. I mean, I wish she could change. I wish she was a nice neighbor. But hey, if she wants to be mean to me, like you're dreading me, then you gotta face the consequences of people not liking you, and this could may affect your job later on. And like people could change, but since she acted that way, I don't know. And Jason, what news do you have? So everyone, I'm gonna write down a part two, right? Oh, almost out of ink. So I wonder if I could just. I'm also a YouTuber, by the way, and educate my planners or viewers about mental health. Oh, my mental health. Geography. And let's see, what else I talk about on here? Well, not just gaming. um, and food topics. I don't know. Yeah, I'm putting like an XD because it's a smiley face, right? Hope you have a good day. Hope to Buddha's belly. All of you feel safe in this neighborhood. And please please look, I'm going to have this capitalized. Look out for each other. I'm going to put number 4. Love, Deon. I'm going to put my full name. I'm going to put my initials. Apartment 252 because I want people to know. P.S. I'm autistic. And have I'm not going to put social anxiety, CPTSD, and oh yeah, I can fit it, and social anxiety. You know, just in case they walk by, they could take a picture. I just like to put the date so they know. 7:44. Oh, Deon, that's what. I need to share this on TikTok. So a lot of you are going to a lot, right? Oh yeah, definitely Marcus. I'm not saying because the thing is, like Amelia said, I don't want to be kicked out because my name's not on the lease yet. And what she puts a complaint, she's the one that kind of started it. I was just, saying I'm sorry because I was just ringing the doorbell. I didn't scream. Of course, I have a right to do that, but I was startled. Yeah, that's what I thought too, Brent. Well, no, actually, no. Blue eyes are more common, I think. So, oh, really, Casey? You're kidding me. For what? And Mia, you have to get surgery. Why? You have to get no surgery? Yeah, thank you, Lisa. I'm glad you think so, sweetie. Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. Yeah, this is better actually because I'll just whisper energy, confronting, "Hey, you Karen or something." Oh, suddenly I didn't trust the phone to use the flash. Okay, so everyone, after the planners, welcome back. Okay. Jail dismissed. For any of my top planners, I'm doing okay. Ethan, Todd with the small profile picture, Tanya, Alex, Eddie plays, especially you with the pea shooter. I will be, well, I'm back, or whenever I'm back, because I thought I could just take a break so that the video of my New Yorker Jessica neighbor, or the Jessica neighbor, it's a new term for Karen, right? The way that she treated me, because after me and Chris made up, well, it's okay, this is when we fought, right? Here's me, and I was just watching tell a Topsy about a TikTok prisoner. I like his videos, plus he's kind of cute. Yeah, it's a really interesting video though about this man that's Albanian, and he was supposed to be in prison. It's a long story because he was supposed to be banned for murder. It's insane. He's Albanian. He was in England, the British prison, I believe. Besides that, these are the notes that are written down. I know my brother don't review where we live, but it is out there. And also, this is for my safety too, because this is not an attack. I'm sure all of you know that. Just occasionally, she would act like this towards other neighbors because I feel, me personally, it was too far the way she acted, right? Because I could have passed out and I was barely could speak. Even though we did fight each other, you still at least gotta help, especially when I was defending myself, from Chris, he's also a victim. So I would be taping this at the dumpster. I thought all of you could see it very quick. And then let's see, Jared said hi. Hi TikTok, right? And I wish you were to get back onto TikTok. I know, Brent, me too. It just sucks that you cannot. Also, it just sucks, Manga Boss. We got 45 minutes together. I want to get all your names. Hold on. I wonder if I could. There we go. Okay. I just thought I could just give everyone an update because I do want to tape this to the dumpster, or I may just do it in the morning. I don't know yet because I don't want to feel unsafe in this neighborhood. It's awful enough how the darn women at the office treated me, even though they were on camera and it's a public space and they weren't being filmed directly. I don't understand how some adults, especially women, don't not act like women. They act as middle age. Well, downstairs she is. She has short white hair and she wears black. I noticed. Okay, I don't know her name. I don't care, and even if I do, I won't be sharing that because what's the point? I don't want to remember her name anyway. I don't even want to. Sorry, I just don't want to get PTSD from that. Right? I'll be taping this up to the dumpster, and I even, wrote this down. Look out for each other. That's all we gotta do as a community. All right. Well, I was gonna convince more people to come here, or I don't know. Oh, hopefully I could. Also, I had the flash on. She probably noticed. Even if she didn't, she's being watched. Just like how she has a Ring doorbell on the storage. Well, thank you, Marcus. Literally, that means a lot. And Garnet, you have your appointment on the 8th, so a lot of you have to do a lot. Oh, that's right. Dennis isn't here. And court is on Sunday, Jason. Gotcha. And yeah, what up? Your boss is awful for that. I am so sorry you had to put up with that. I don't get about South Korean bosses. I don't. I'm so sorry to hear that, Led. I don't know your country could be. No wonder your country has such a high suicide rate. I know us Americans do, but my glob, it's ridiculous that you had to put up with that. Oh my gosh, I'm talking so much, I forgot. I want to do this now, but I think I want to wait. When I go for my walk, maybe. It just sucks that my phone doesn't have Wi-Fi or the SIM card anymore. It's alright. It dies fast, so that's reasonable. Yeah, my phone, even when I have a new battery. Hey, my brother said he gave me a new battery, didn't he? Well, the battery's not that old, so the phone is pretty old. Still works though. This is the Wi-Fi. Probably when I go for my walk, because I'm thinking about buying a poster or whatever, just so that people, because this is the first day that we released from jail. I wanted to do a 2026 change, right? Of just us being more polite and mature to each other with some restrictions. I don't know, something like that. So I'll probably just do that when I go for a walk and tape it. Because when I'm more active, I'm more in the mood. At least that way, I just hope that no one would They probably will, but it's worth the try. Also, I'm not sure that bunny poster is still up in that dumpster because it's off with us one luster. So like when I was looking to Paris, all of you have seen right on my TikTok page with that adorable cat, which I forgot the cat's name. She told me that someone out here was looking for the lost bunny, and it's been out there for a while, but now I'm not sure if it is. So I hope it is. So Marcus, on the 8th, you have an appointment with the team doc to check your brain, right, because of your concussion, and you feel fine. But they wanted you. Yeah, I could tell. You know how you're feeling. Yeah, I could see because of your concussion, right? That's why you have typos. You want to make sure that you have no permanent damage, right? And oh, Scott, well, happy early birthday to your sister. Well, that's wonderful. I hope that you two. Man, what is up with the 8th? Read again. I'm sure all of us. Well, except for me personally, we do something every day. I just hope that her birthday goes well. And Glenn, you know what I mean, don't you? Oh, Bobby, great. You told me they don't have bunnies in China? I mean, they do. They don't have bunnies as pets in your country? Or no, because you live here. Sorry, because you're from China, right? I think you may know that. Yeah, you can have bunnies as pets. Absolutely. In fact, you can eat them too. My mother told me she did try to rabbit because her great grandmother, I believe, had a farm because she's from the Midwest. So she told me that. That's gross, but hey, you can eat rabbit. I didn't knew that. So yeah, you can. Oh, really? She's turning 19? That's wonderful. I hope she's enjoying her age. I miss being 19. I do. Kinda. I still feel like I'm 19 because that's what my Brazilian crush Wesley. Well, he was 18. Well, he was 19, but he's 23 now, right? So I'll just see him as 19. 'Cause he told me, and of course I'm gonna just believe that. Speaking of Wesley, I don't think he ever messaged me back. You know what, everyone? Let me check very quick. And Dumbo, you yes for the Super Bowl. Excuse me, for the Super Bowl. Yes. Oh, by the way, for my Mexicans, para mis mexicanos, mira. I thought I could share that. Plus, my brother's half Mexican, so I consider myself as a Mexican myself. If other Mexicans don't think that, they're fucking apart my language. They're pizza de madres. Wait, someone comment. Oh, it's S. He comment a photo. So I'm too nervous to look at it. He never follows me, but he gets viewing my stuff. Yeah, you see that, Gabriel? Yeah. Because oh yeah, Sherman. Plus, you want to know something? Here's another reason I like that prison. I love all ethnicities, but since the environment I grew up, there was a lot of hot Mexican boys there in the jail. Well, the different facilities we had to go to, right? A lot of them were hot. I'm sorry. Gosh, even like a tall one. I like how he had that, the Mexican mustache, right? And his hair was like this, kind of. Plus, I like his boxers when he was stretching a little bit. He was hot. Like gente. More alto. Yo quiero centro, los 80 centímetros. Yo quiero, sí. So, yeah, he was cute. Anyway, I'm sorry. I had to share that. Yeah, there's a lot of us black. Oh, it was most actually. Yeah, there was a couple natives. I barely see any Asians there, which is really interesting. Like there was probably like a couple. I just didn't pay it. Yeah, no, there was a couple. Not that many blacks than I thought. It's a mix of everything: whites, blacks, Hispanics, right? Mostly white, I believe. Yeah, mostly white. So It's kind of interesting. You know, I thought I could share it with all of you. People don't understand how dangerous it is to consume. I don't care. I don't care. Not for me. They're talking about like foods like this, right? Or burger. What the burgers I get? These are. Come on, I'll eat those. You kidding me? I thought I could ease the topic. Yeah, okay. The sodas I definitely get, or yes, the chips. Yeah, but come on, noodles. I don't give a darn. I'm still eating mine if I could ever eat noodles again. Kidding me? Anyway, well, happy. Oh my gosh! And why after you gave birth? Well, happy early birthday in advance, Alice. Also, I think her husband is back. I heard another car. No, it's something else. However, her husband is. Her husband has been gone all day today. So maybe I guess they're here. It's weird. Maybe I don't know. It's not my business. I don't care. It's up for the husband, of course. And it's my pleasure, hon. Literally. And I wait. Oh yeah, AJ said he's supposed to move here. Also, we got a half hour left. No, please don't tell me somebody gotta go to bed. Damn it. Well, I'm gonna do the. I didn't do that. I could just do when I go for walks when I listen to One Piece. It's fine. I still got my earphones. Got that black woman, Serena, from the 99 cent store bought for me. You should have it. I know I do. My mother won't throw that out. Of course not. It's somewhere. Yeah. Actually, wait. Let me check right quick. So I am stimming again. I don't do this often, every now and then. I'm not put my earphones. Yeah, I know they're in here. I just don't want to wear them. Because I've been so tired and so stressed out, I couldn't think. Yeah, I sound like I have Tourette's. Yeah, it's somewhere. Yeah. Okay, I think I'm doing it on purpose. Yeah. Okay, now I'm not. It's somewhere. Oh, that's my mother. All right, everything is the same because we were only gone overnight. Yeah, so AJ, I hope you enjoy being here. Getting the startups, you know those, especially in Texas. Well, Texas should be fine, especially since how many Mexicans there are in that state. Well, even out here too, you'll be fine. Especially since you're here legally, you'll be fine. Oh, it's really stupid though. It was behind me. And then me got, I forgot to say dad in Spanish. Gama. Mi gama. It's just that only one of the earbuds work. Wait, how many people check my profile? Also, I just noticed when I use TikTok, it's different on my mother's phone I'm using compared to Chris's phone. The little cute record player would run, but when I on you like the noodle view or whatever, it doesn't do that, which is weird. Also, the text thing, I couldn't use the little white outline when I use different colors. But on my mother's phone, I could. It's like each phone is customized. You know, this is an old model. This is why. Yeah, I don't think anyone's been checking out my page. I was hoping they would. I don't know. Um, you know, this is why I like or prefer older models. Oh, so I'm also sorry it's getting late. Damn it. Well, it's only 8 o'clock. So pretty much, Bronny, yes. And I remember that a lot of us won't be here. Yep, I'll keep that in mind. And then, little one, you're going. Oh, I hope it goes well for you both. So you gotta go to your dad's appointment on this. Oh, you don't use the apostrophe. You're going to your dad's appointment. But I was gonna say, felicidades, AJ. And sleep well, Penelope, sweetie. This sucks as fuck. Darn it, I know a lot of you are tired. I know there's something else. I tried to stream early, but things keep coming up. And I had to share, the videos or deleting stuff to download one of my old apps again on my favorite phone because I haven't used it over a year. So you'll be fine, AJ. I mean, I know here in the US isn't too great in some parts, but I'm sure Mexico is great except for the cartels, but you you should be fine. Yeah, at least in my state, you would be. Kidding me? People may think my state in some parts is dangerous. Well, very few places out here would be. And I walk a lot. So the only thing you'll probably think about is druggies or maybe if an officer is rude, but that's pretty rare. So, nothing really. That's true, Brownie. That's true. Right. I know that's right because I forgot. Sunday is a like a free day for people that work. And Drain, you've been to doctors on weekends. You don't think many do, right? That's true. So basically, I'm gonna try to go from work tomorrow. I hope I have the mental strength to do so. Like I may just, no, I don't think I'm gonna. Well, I may film her though, but I'll be a little bit quiet because, as Amelia would said, right? Because if you do more than no, yeah, I'll keep that in mind because I know, like, even though she did shot at me, it'll just be a waste of energy. Plus, well, at least I had the window open. I'm sure she could hear. If she could hear us walking the steps, she could hear me. I know my brother told me I have a loud voice, so I hope she heard some of that. If not, it's fine. At least I have the flash on. It's like teasing her. Not teasing, but it's like her it's like her getting a sign that yes, you're making me uncomfortable. So yeah, I'll do that. And hopefully some people in the neighborhood would see it because her apartment number is already down. I'll probably share it on TikTok way later. And yeah, I think that'll do. I just hope they don't rip it out right away. I just hope they will leave it up for a while. I should do like a little cute drawing, but I did some smiley faces. So I hope that's enough. Okay, Lit. I'll be able to safe trip at work. And oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Eric. I understand you're not feeling too well. Same here. Uh, I hope that they're able. Hmm. Because Eric, they should allow you to go with him, since he's your father. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you have a good shift, hon. Thank you so much for being here, Carol. And I think you'll laugh for following me on TikTok. I already want to know about YouTube. I know I'll be getting tired, right? Or that you have to go to work or bed. But um yes, Brent, what do you want to share? Also, I'm just gonna share everything about the jail today because we wouldn't have enough time anyway. Especially since I get distracted. So I do want to talk about more about the hot boys. I'm not finished with that yet. And we'll see what else we can talk about the jail. Right there's a lot. Like this is just like page one. Like we probably do this for like 3 more days because a lot has happened. Oh yeah. You have a PTA meeting? Well, I thought that's PTA, but parent teacher conference, right? I kind of miss those. I don't know why. You know, because I like how I'll bring my mother in with me, because I like to just brag how, at least back then, amazing my mother was. Even though sadly she did some things I'm not happy with, but even if she gets injured, I'm still gonna care. It's my mother. Other people, well, I wish I was a little bit more harsh on her, but yeah, I don't know. At least she's being shamed. Also, because I was able to download Snapchat, right? I do want to keep this private, but well, like the username or whatever. He's from Ecuador? He's kind of hot. Mason and Glenn, what do you think? He's really cute, to be honest. Oh wait, okay. If you show him a bit much, I'll just show him this one with the shirt on. Oh, it's no music. Oh, Dios mío, muy floaty. No, 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 excuse me. Anyway, he's not Ecuadorian. I forgot because on Snapchat you can share. It's like if you're on TikTok, right? Yeah, Mike, I didn't think. Excuse me. Oh my. All right, I need to. Damn, White Mason. That's my reaction, huh? And AJ put his notice be all be sleep well. And wait, Garnet. Oh, that's good. What's going on the 8th? Why do all of you do this on the same day? I'm glad you're gonna get out that wheelchair. I know it's silly when they do stuff like this because they do it on TikTok too. He's pretty cute, I gotta say though. I do like his nipples. So he's Ecuadorian, huh? Saludos para bendiciones. I forgot some. Wait, it depends on the Latin country, right? They say brothers. Usually say hermano or way. Well, okay, he's not Mexican, right? Well, growing up, we would always say "cállate, way" or "mi hermano," right? And there's like another word or "mano" for bro. So, I didn't know that Ecuadorians say brothers. Oh, to keep that in mind. Anyway, I hope you two sleep well, Alice and Brownie. It just sucks that everyone's going to bed. That's only 8:08. Yeah, usually all of you don't go to bed until what? 9:30. Well, okay. 9 o'clock. Sorry. Please, I want to screenshot this. Can I? Yeah, I should be allowed to. It's in public, so. Anyway. And Jared sleep well. I know, I know. We definitely need to do a tribute for him. I'll probably talk about Louisiana and the jail thing, right? Especially since the boys there I was befriended with are black. That's gonna be a really good topic tomorrow. So I'm gonna do that. No, burning. I don't. Oh, you mean for like Spanish speakers? I don't know. The ones I grew up with. Oh yeah, because I know you gotta sleep, right? They would say mono or rey, because since you're Puerto Rican, right? It's a little different. Yes. But yeah, the thing is, Bonnie, that's just how I grew up. Better buenas noches. And you got babysit Charlie Drain? Gotcha. I guess Intama want to tell me the private stuff after all of you are asleep. He always does that. I understand. Sleep well, Jason. Thank you for being here. I just got my phone. I'm just surprised I can go back on Snapchat after I was not like able to go on it because oh yeah, you did some spamming. I don't know. Yet again, I didn't use this phone a year, so that's been lifted. So I don't need to buy like a whole phone just to use the app. That'd be nuts. Yeah, Dumbo, I figured. Who else is still up? And also, I need to brush my teeth. I can feel it. It's so nasty in my mouth. Also, I want to finish up that video, but I might have to do it. All of you are going to sleep. I'll be okay. I already have the notes written down. Oh, that's right. I can't go live on Facebook unless Deon would see. I might have to do it on my MacBook. And I want to do it on my phone. But I can't download the app though on my mother's phone. That blows. I think on my phone I could download it. Wait, I can't download versus. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. I can't download Plants vs Zombies 2. Wait, I just had this phone. Wait, Deon, we need to check. Can I download Plants vs Zombies 2 on my phone? I can't do it on Mom's phone. Can I do it on mine? Wait, can I download Hello Chinese at least? I haven't used this phone in so long. No, I can't. Such a good app. No Plants vs Zombies 2 either. Yep, I had a feeling that's whack. Well, I still love my phone regardless. That means I can't play Plants vs Zombies on you anymore. Oh well, it's fine. Anyway, sleep well, Drain and Brand. And I'm sorry to hear that your head so hurts, Marcus. And you're up, Mia. I just honest Gabriel went to sleep too. Yeah, it's probably because of the concussion, like the the shock when you hit your head. Also, I did meet someone. It's kind of interesting, right? But of course, for you, it's different. It was a veteran. I'll tell everyone else about this too. That has SNY, which is a serious mental illness, because well, he's sweet. Don't worry. I mean, yeah, he may have a little anger, but he was still a sweet man. When he would act up, and when we were in the jail, Marcus, he had to take medication because he would have seizures. So I hope you don't have to go do that. But see, Rob Brand and wait, I already said those two. Yes, I agree with Dumbbell on this. I do. Also, why is it a cube? And sleep well, Amelia. Thank you so or Montevideo for the advice. Like I know she can report me, but I'll keep that in mind. The note would be great. I just told some people, if not, at least I did something. Plus, I don't think she's gonna read the note. Oh, I wonder if I should add it to the dumpster back here. I never thought about that. Hmm. No, no one's gonna read it. I might just put some wall or somewhere. I don't know yet. No, I'll just put it in the. Yeah. Okay. You just haven't felt the same, Marcus, right? But because since that hit, I have trouble with memory. Yeah, it's because your injury. The thing is, Marcus, Chris has that exact condition as you do, so he has like long term memory. Like he does remember stuff, but sometimes he does forget. So I just hope it's not too extreme for you. And going to sleep well, hon. I just don't want you to push yourself, Marcus. Sleep well, little one. Thank you for coming out with the. Oh, that's so cute. Tell your dad said hello. Okay. Oh, is that guy? Huh? Yeah, because he's going somewhere. The one that I said hi earlier. What a coincidence. And Marcus, this morning before work, you can remember your name for two. That's terrible. And sleep well, Lisa. I understand that, Marcus. You definitely need to go to the doctor again. Well, unless you already, pardon me, ran already, because I know that's really serious. I just hope this is nothing fatal, because yeah, I know you've went through a lot as it is. You know what? Here, while you're still here with dumbbell, I'm gonna open up another tab.
Alpine Express. This is RV. Well, that was I was off track here. Anyway, this happened coasting right into this for a little while. But back to him buying an axe near County Durham or in County Durham. An axe sounds pretty grotesque, but honestly, that's kind of too far for the course when it comes to crime in the UK. It seems like you can't always get a firearm. Clearly, they can get firearms in there, but it's not as easy. So in the UK, instead of Kevlar, we should walk around with chainmail because odds are anyone's trying to
Get stabbed?
you probably have a knife over a firearm. But hey, I digress. In the US, you have to get really good at like that. Withdraw the sleight of hand, like someone attacks you, you're like, what? In the UK, you have to go on guard. Regardless, the dude bought an axe, the guy ended up losing. In the US, you have to get really good at like that. Withdraw the sleight of hand, like someone attacks you, you're like, what? In the UK, you have to go guard.
Hmm.
Regardless, the dude bought an axe, the guy ended up losing his life with a shotgun instead. Either way, that's not really someone you want as your neighbor. But it is fled to Belgium, but was then arrested there and extradited back to the UK. And then on top of that, he pretty quickly started smuggling phones in to participate in his live streams in prison, as I mentioned earlier.
Anyway, I'm sorry about that, everyone. Or who else is still up? But Marcus, if you need to go to bed, you can. You can tell us more about this tomorrow. And me, I don't blame you for your nose surgery on Sunday. You could tell us about that tomorrow because I want to hear more about it. And Mason went to sleep. Sleep well, hon. And Dumbo, I agree. Yep, I had a feeling you do. I'm just glad that you like your new job. I think I'll be a lot for talking to me today about, or New York or Jessica, so to speak. I'm surprised that's like the new word for a Karen because she acts like one. You know, nothing wrong with saying that. It's just the truth. So yeah, Dumbo, I could tell. I just hope Marcus is okay.
he was risking it all to flex his base, his gaming console.
Yeah, Marcus, I understand. You don't want brain damage and never play football again. That's true. I know you'll be okay as long as you're able to go to the doctor and keep us updated. And I hope the stress, like lowering the stress level, would balance that. And yes, yes, Marcus, please go to bed, okay? I'm just glad that you're still here with us. And you need your rest. So sleep well, Marcus. I'm so sorry I go through this. And Dumbo, he says, I know you always do this a lot. What was on your mind that it just sucks we didn't watch many videos today? Well, I guess it's for the best. We're just talking. That you want to share with me. Dumbo, I agree. It's kind of funny because in soccer, well, yeah, soccer is different because you just kick a ball. Well, in football, you got to tackle each other. So that kind of makes sense. Because those helmets, though, they are too hard. They got to give it a soft material. That's one thing that they needed to do. You know. Also, it's pretty cool. I found that Arabian pillow. I just had to take that home with me. I should use it. Yeah, you should. Yeah. I might just use it when I'm in bed. I got myself a free pillow. Yes, Dumbo. I don't think I want to hear more about it right now. You, I wish you told us with all of us. Yes, that's why they want you to smoke. But I know you would be fine. If Sun could basically defeat cancer, which he did, even though it came back, he'll do it. The cancer will go away again. I know you will. Especially, I'm surprised Lauren is still with us. I thought she would have passed away a lot. I think she did mention she was supposed to pass away a long time ago. Yeah, he told me. He told me that, which is so generous of him. Gosh, because I can't even imagine how much that costs. I know it's a lot of money. I know it is. The same way if someone wants to get a kidney transplant, God Buddha forbid you got to pay a few $100,000 for that, which I get. But yeah, Dumbo, you told me ahead of time. You did. Dumbo, you will be fine. It's just I feel awful. All of you had to go through cancer. I feel so awful that all of you had to go through that. Oh, you'll be okay because I said so. And you definitely need to spend time with your father. That too. For me, I'm just gonna rest, or I'll try. One more to watch. Oh man, I should watch Plants vs Zombies with all of you. That's fine. We gotta talk about it some other time. I might just watch Zach Scott playing Galaxy. I don't know yet. Side dumbbell. Um, yeah, I know. God, like what me put up for what I had to go through, and then the neighbor thing now, and then oh, all of you too. It's this year has been something else. Oh my goodness. Oh, you will. Dumbo, that's adorable. You wanna know something? You know, tomorrow we could talk about that as well. Oh, you wanna know something? Okay. We did watch football, right, in jail. And I know there's a little bit of basketball, but it was I don't know who the man was. He was like a good player for what is it? The one in New York, the Patriots or something that did a speech. And I don't, oh man, I wish I remember everything when we're in jail because it's only the highlights, right? That we place up every what 15 minutes to a half hour. Oh my gosh, I wish I could tell you everything about it, Dumbo. I forgot. It was just highlights. I know it was supposed to be the teams that we've been talking about. I wish I could tell you like the celebrities or the man. I don't remember. Yes, I think New England Patriots. All of it is obviously basketball, but I know you don't watch that. I know Mason does. So, I blanked out. Oh, what happened? I think it starts like a G. No, no, that's a hockey player went to jail. Oh my god, I don't remember about the Super Bowl thing. I'm gonna watch it myself. But yeah, it was just the highlights. That's all I can remember. Yes, Dumbo. Yeah. Let me guess. The usual, right? Oh, my brother has to work tonight.
What do you think?
Man, I felt like I saw a ghost. The Seattle Seahawks. So you think they're gonna win, Dumbo? Again, man, I was thinking about you a lot when we were talking about. I'm thinking like, hope Dumbo's alright. We were talking about that in the jail. Of course, I could tell more about that tomorrow if I can remember. Yeah, fine. And yeah, Dumbo, you can ask the usual. Sure. Of course you can. I'm gonna do it early, okay? Like at 1. And then I wanna stream at 3 to 3:30. Give or take. So doing it early, sorry, Dumbo. I just had something in my mind again. I do want to do it a little bit early. Okay, Dumbo, no problem. Thank you for telling me in advance. I just hope it's not a permanent change, to your schedule. But if it is, I'll make it work. You know I do, for sure. So, um, yeah, I think 1 would be fine. Yeah, I think 1 would be fine. And for the poll, and then the stream, hopefully, because I know many times on mine, but I do want to do this early because if I don't, I'll probably forget Dumbbell. So I think that might be for the best if I do it like a 1-1 for the poll, and then the live stream would be um 3 to 3:30. So I think that worked just fine. Yeah, no problem. I hope you sleep well. I'm gonna close the tab. Well, after you say good night. I need to brush my teeth. Oh, this bacteria. I wish we at least had the opportunity to brush our teeth inside the jail, though. Thank you for the hug, Dumbo. Oh. Yeah. No problem. Yeah, you could tell me all that tomorrow, of course. I don't want to keep you up. All right, I'll close the tab. Oh wait, that's right. I gotta make sure this one crap. $247 views. Oh, impressive.